Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to go over downward facing dog. This is one of my all-time favorite poses. I love the stretch that it gives me in my hamstrings, and I love how strong it makes my upper body feel. So we're going to go ahead and come down onto hands and knees. This is my favorite way to get into this posture. So you want your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, tuck your toes. Find a good neutral spine. And then this is just finding some alignment, some space before we move into the posture. So from here, I want you to walk your hand about one palm length distance forward from where it is. Take your other hand and make it even with move both hands to the same location. Press firmly into your hands, all 5 fingers and your palms. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up off the mat. Point your tailbone towards the sky, press through your arms and lift your hips back. Notice my knees have a really generous bend. This is the tightness of my hamstrings showing, but this is how I've always started this pose. Because your body just needs some time to get and work its way into it. So you want to press firmly into your mat with your hands, strong arms. Think about engaging your triceps. So that's this muscle here. Squeeze your triceps, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears, engaging in your upper back. Press your butt back, your hips up. Again, bending your knees, weight in your toes, so pressing through the balls of your feet, letting your heels drop. It's okay if they don't touch the mat. Mine are not touching the mat right now. And then from here, I always like to do a couple pedals. So you bend your right knee more generously as you straighten and reach that left heel for the mat, and then switch. You'll hear some yoga teachers call this walking the dog. You're just pedaling out your feet. And when that feels good and loose, you may find you want to take your feet a little bit wider. Press into your arms. See if you can straighten your legs a little bit. Long, straight spine. Your neck should just be in neutral. You don't really want your gaze all the way up to the mat, and you don't really need to be looking all the way at your toes. Just kind of your ears between your biceps, your upper arms. If there is discomfort here, your belly's getting in the way, you're pregnant, you just carry your weight in your belly, whatever that may look like for you, you can always take and step your feet wider to make more space for your stomach. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring your knees down to the mat and come back to sit on your heels. And that is your downward facing dog. If you have any questions or issues getting into the pose, or stuff feels sticky or unsteady, feel free to drop it in the comments. The other way I like to get into it is to find my plank. So I'll go ahead and show you that variation as well, because it can be hard when you're taller. At least when I've taught in person, my clients who are taller have a harder time having the length right. So you can start in a plank pose like this, and then bend your knees a little bit, press your hips back. So this can just help you get a better length, because often we have our dog too short and we look like this, or we have our dog too long and we look like this. So you really want to have a nice sturdy plank pose, so shoulders over your wrists and then pressing back. Okay. So that is your other option for downward facing dog, or getting into a downward facing dog. So again, if you have questions or concerns, drop it in the comments. I am here to help you. My hope is that you will learn these different poses and feel comfortable moving through them, and you can learn to have your own practice at home where you eventually won't need these videos. So until next time, may peace be with you.